it spells Beyonce kidnapped me.
No way. Aaliyah died on August 25th. Left Eye died April 25th. Micheal Jackson died June 25th.
Who saved Taylor Swift?
Oh, it was Kanye. Chemical that breaks down human flesh for consumption.
Oh my gosh.
So that guy was preparing to devour and eat her. So what came to my attention that I didn't see the first time, and a lot of people were commenting about it. I'm not talking about the Menendez story. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. If we're talking about that, I low-key messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I watched the vid and shit. I got confused.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information.
Bro, so that's like 1 out of 500 stories.
I know. Okay, I fucked up bad. I'm gonna take my L.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my L. I'm sorry.
Now you felt what I felt like when I did the math thing.
That's different though.
No.
That's different though.
But
you're supposed to be smarter than me. First off, you're supposed to be smarter than me. I'm a college dropout. Bro's accounting.
Okay, we're not even gonna bring that up, man. You fucked up. It's on you.
I know. I fucked up. My bad, y'all. It won't happen again. But something came to my attention, and I really want to talk about this one.
Yeah.
So, going to the Diddy news.
Oh, again, yeah. There's more.
There's a lot. So recently, I know you touched on it a little bit, but you know how everyone's saying not only Diddy's to blame in this whole, I guess, chaos of what's happening in Hollywood, all these scandals. Apparently,
Who else?
the people that are attached to Diddy and that are pulling the strings, one of them is Beyonce,
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about
and one of them is Jay Z.
Yep.
Now, very interesting is this is a clue. Anytime you watch the Grammys, every single person, every single woman artist, and even some guys, they always thank Beyonce.
Yeah.
Every damn time. From Lady Gaga to Miley Cyrus,
Adele,
Britney Spears,
yeah.
Lizzo, they all thank Beyonce. But why? So theory goes that way back when Aaliyah, one of the biggest hip hop artists back in the day, R&B artists back in the day, she was on the rise at the same time as Beyonce. But who was in power at the time? Obviously Jay Z and Beyonce. And as we know,
I forgot
Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Now people are tying all three together, but check this out. So theory goes that they decided to take out Aaliyah because she was such a competition to Beyonce to be number one.
Damn.
And she really was. She was about to outshine her, right? Now check this out. There's another artist.
Isn't the
died.
one with the swoop? I
Yeah,
forgot her name.
Left Eye.
Left Eye,
Yo,
yeah. Left
check
Eye.
this out. This is what's crazy, right? Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Micheal Jackson.
Micheal Jackson?
Micheal Jackson. Now check this out. All three of them, they died on the 25th day of the month.
Okay.
Aaliyah died on August 25th.
Okay.
Left Eye died April 25th. Micheal Jackson died June 25th. All three of these celebrities, people are saying they were lined up and taken out by the string pullers, which are who? Jay Z, Beyonce, and Diddy. Now, somebody exposed it though.
Yeah.
And it's an artist we all know, fam. It's a popular rapper we all know and love.
Oh, yay.
No.
What?
J. Cole.
Okay, I low-key heard this one.
You heard this?
Is it the She Knows?
Yeah, it's She Knows. Bro, but the popular one is like, oh, She Knows. So it's like Sean Knowles.
Knowles,
like,
yeah.
So Jay-Z's real name is Sean. And P. Diddy's name is Sean. And Knowles is the last name.
Yeah.
Of Beyonce. All right, but check this out, right?
Yeah.
The lyrics tell themselves.
Oh, I didn't read the lyrics.
The lyrics tell themselves. Remember the three celebrities I was talking about?
Yeah.
In the song, J. Cole says, R.I.P. Aaliyah, R.I.P. Left Eye.
What?
Micheal Jackson, I see ya just as soon as I die. That's what he says. Fam, he says that in the rap. You want me to play? I'll play it for you right now. Crazy.
Wait, what did he say? Micheal Jackson, I see ya?
Micheal Jackson, I see ya. So he's saying like he sees who died. He's pointing out each one.
You know there's, okay, go show me first. There's a crazy theory to that too.
Look. Just as soon as I. So he's saying, right? Back this. Right after, it's in the song She Knows, and that's the chorus. She knows. People are saying J. Cole is pointing fingers at
The people.
Jay Z and Beyonce responsible for their deaths. Now check this out.
Yeah.
He leaves even more clues. Not
What
a lot of
clues?
people know these clues though.
Yeah.
TikTok is going crazy about that she knows, but there's more lyrics that tie in.
What does it say?
Later in the song, he says, "Got me up so high, trying to get a piece of the apple pie." Apple pie.
Oh, is that code word?
That's a song.
Oh, I thought
that's
it was
a
a
song
code
by
word.
TLC featuring Destiny's Child. So
Yeah.
Apple Pie is a song by Destiny's Child featuring who? Beyonce, part of Destiny's Child. Fam.
Whoa.
And there's more. There's more. Everyone knows the song. Here, I'll just
Yeah,
have to- I can just play it for you.
Yeah, let me see.
Look. Everybody knows this song. Popular Beyonce song. If you want it, what? Put a ring on it. He says here. Wait, what you want from to put a ring on it, right?
Yeah.
Now check this out. It goes later in the song. After she goes, she knows, right? I can't be what you want from me. Well, all right. I can't be what you want from me. Well, all right. All right. Slow it down, though. Slow it down.
I just dissed you.
I can't be what you want from me. Beyonce, I can't be what you want from me.
Oh.
Yeah, fam. That's what he's saying. The whole song is about Beyonce. I can't be what you want from me. Well, all right. I can't be what you want from me.
Oh shit! Like
Well,
I
all right.
can't be like Beyonce. I
Yeah,
can't Beyonce.
I can't Beyonce. Yo,
Oh.
who's he signed to?
Oh, he signed to them?
He signed to Rock Nation, fam.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
He signed to Rock Nation, Jay Z, Beyonce.
Really?
It's all there.
Yeah.
And check this out. In the beginning of the song, he even says it straight up. He's like, bad things happen to people you love, right? If you find yourself praying up. And he's pretty much saying how he wants to get away from it because he sees these
run
bad
away
things
and
coming to him. Read the lyrics, listen to the song. It has such a different cadence and such a different tone when you put that perspective on it.
Yeah.
Because the whole song is pretty much about him realizing, oh, okay, I could be a target.
I know. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I know what happened to all these people now. Yo, he's pretty much saying like, they could take me out.
J. Cole, smartest rapper in the game.
Because he's hiding it.
Yeah.
Because he has a good heart. I'm sure J. Cole has a good heart,
Exactly.
and he's trying to.
And what happened with the Drake and Kendrick stuff? Before the beef started, he left too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but he always foresees it.
He sees it, bro. He sees it.
And I don't know if it was a double entendre, but the Michael Jackson. Do you have more of it?
No,
Before
that's
I
what
go?
it is. Michael Jackson.
I'll
go
see ya?
ahead. Yeah.
Because Sia was also affected by Beyonce.
Wait, how?
You didn't know?
Nah.
So apparently Beyonce kidnapped and blackballed Sia.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so in 2016, Sia puts when is the last time you heard about Sia? Never.
Bare time ago. But
Bare
she was
time
number
ago.
one on radio for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Until this. So in 2016, she puts out a random tweet.
Yeah.
Like no correlation. It's one of those ones where it's like eggs, bacon, grease.
Oh, it's a code. It's
yeah,
a code.
It's a code.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
show you the code, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll actually read you the code.
Okay.
It says, baby, everything your own nice cat eats, period. Kangaroo is dead. Nowhere and purple penguins every day. My egg.
What the fuck? Yeah.
You take every single letter of the first word.
and put a capital.
No, and
Oh.
it spells Beyonce kidnapped me.
No way.
Hold on, look at this.
No
look at
way.
This. Look at this. Oh, hold on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look right there. So they circled the first word in every letter.
Oh my god! It really.
Beyonce kidnapped me. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And in one of the interviews when Beyonce was talking about Sia, look what she said.
Can we interview Sasha?
No, she's never done an interview. I don't know if she ever will, because I don't really think I would like her interview.
No
I don't think I really would want her to be in an interview. Michael Jackson, I'll see ya. See ya, double entendre,
shit.
baby. Oh,
Hold on.
yeah.
Did she win a Grammy, but didn't thank Beyonce?
I don't think so.
She might have. Maybe that's the reason she got kidnapped, cause she didn't thank Beyonce.
Yeah.
fam.
And low-key, you know that theory where you said they have to, it's mandatory for them to thank?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Who saved Taylor Swift?
Oh, it was Kanye.
Taylor
Kanye
Swift
West.
wasn't going to mention Beyonce at all. Instead of everyone pointing out Kanye as the bad guy, he actually saved Taylor Swift.
Oh shit.
'Cause what
Kanye
did
was
he
the
say?
reason.
Let me interrupt you, but who had the best albums of all time?
Beyonce had the video of the year. That's what he said. Yo. He saved her life because he knew she wasn't thinking that deep. Damn.
And why did the media try to portray Kanye as the bad guy, the dickhead who interrupted Taylor Swift? Because they're the ones who control this shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And if you go down the rabbit hole of Beyonce, Beyonce sends flowers to all her artists to remind them that she still knows where they live.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a theory though.
That's wild. Okay. So you know how Jay Z had that album 444, right?
Yeah.
Why is he obsessed with the number 4?
I don't know. I don't know what that represents.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it lines up to all the people that are on the chopping block right now, the ones that are pulling the strings, and the ones that everybody thinks is going after these celebrities. 444. Beyonce, born on what day? The 4th.
Which one? Oh shit.
Jay Z, born on what day? The 4th. P. Diddy, born on what day?
No.
The 4th. 444, because they're all together, bro. That's their thing. Yo. That's their thing, bro.
That's crazy, fam.
But it's really weird too that they killed each one of the celebrities on the same day as well.
Yeah.
And damn, like on some GG type
I
shit.
know.
But like, I remember he talked about before.
Yeah.
He's a numerologist and he says like, pretty much when the Illuminati or whoever wants to take somebody out, there's certain days they would try to do it, and it's very like, it lines up in a sense of making it a spectacle. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they choose specific dates because there's an energy or a power to it that looks like a sacrifice. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Wait, when did Tupac die?
I don't know. Tupac's not dead, bro. He's in Bahamas still.
When did Tupac die? Hold on.
He shouted out Beyonce, bro. That's actually so fucked. Now people are catching on.
Okay, he died September 13th.
Yeah.
So he might be still be alive. Actually, who knows though? Who knows?
Bro, I don't know why, but like, you know how in people are saying like we're living out revelations right now.
Yeah.
And like shit in the Bible is like coming true. And there was one line in the Bible that says something about all the stars will fall to earth. And a lot of people are saying that that's actually a metaphor. The stars in this case is the celebrities.
They're coming down to earth as in like they're becoming lowered.
And they're gonna be exposed for their fame. So have you ever noticed the Paramount?
Nah.
The Paramount logo, how it has a mountain.
And there's stars coming
up? It
up?
has stars, yeah. How much stars is in that logo?
How many?
22.
What does 22 have to do?
No, this is crazy because it connects to the story where 22 angels fall from Mount Hermon in the book of Enoch.
Oh, shit.
There was exactly 22 angels that were appointed in that thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so how in the Super Bowl, they put the stars and they all were falling. It was
22?
Yeah, at halftime. Yeah, there's always 22 in the Paramount.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's another like symbolism, how they do it.
Subliminal.
Yeah, and Paramount movies, it relates to celebrities.
Yeah, the Hollywood.
You know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
It's crazy, the symbolism.
One thing I heard about Kanye specifically, and it was kind of one of those like biblical things, but they say, this is not to say like Kanye is off the hook and he's like a really, really good person for sure.
Yeah.
He could be, who knows, right? But down to it, if you think about it, and they said this in the Bible as well.
Yeah.
Biblical angels are scary. They're scary as fuck. They have like thousands of eyes, right? But they say angels, they make themselves scary to scare away evil. But evil does the opposite. Evil makes themselves pretty, beautiful, attractive to try and trick you to following them.
Yeah.
So people say the reason Kanye looks so crazy and so like out of there is because he's trying to deter who? He's trying to deter the evil that's already in Hollywood, the evil that's like, I guess, trying to get to him still.
Yeah.
They're trying to say, oh, he's just crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy. Who knows? Maybe he's just playing this character and playing chess on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Have you seen that whole like picture of like who runs it? Because you were right about the 444. Because the second like pedestal in like the hierarchy is Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay Z. But there's another guy that that's how you know I'm in the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because there's the one guy who who puppets Beyonce.
He's like the owner.
The owner. Like, there's some white guy that Michael Jackson shouted out in an interview. And
What'd he say?
He said something about like, oh, he wants everyone dead or something like that. Hold on. Let me try and see if I can find it. Oh, here. It's Tommy Mottola. And Michael Jackson went on an interview and said he's a demon.
What the fuck?
And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Yeah.
And he's like the manager?
Yeah,
What is he?
So look, Tommy is at the forefront.
Yeah.
Then it goes Diddy, Jay Z. Then it goes Mariah Carey, Beyonce. Then your usual rappers, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, like the main ones. But like the top guy, when we're talking about fast food, how there's only 2 running, like he's the 2 running.
Okay. Go into the Book of Enoch and
Yeah.
that theory. How it's not even a theory. This is like the story.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
technically, it's not part of the Bible because it was the Bible book that was taken out of what is considered canon, right? But you heard the story how angels fell,
Yeah.
and because the angels fell, those ones became demons, right? And those ones still lurk around to this day.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, people say that's where they get the idea of vampires from. The drinking the blood, the always eating children, always, those monsters and ghouls are after your children. Why is it always your children?
Yeah.
Because, they get the energy from the kids. So they drink their blood. They live longer. They never age. What does that sound like, bro? That literally sounds like the highest level of celebrities. And you see it, and it's so obvious now. Damn, they're not aging. They're staying the same. They're always successful.
Yeah.
And to reach a certain level of success, especially in those areas, there's some unethical shit that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Almost like 10 out of 10
Damn
times.
near you have to do something.
Yeah. Almost like all the time, that's what messed up is because when you have those people in charge, what happens is it's like you have to do this to join us.
Yeah.
You won't make it up here unless you join us like this type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you have a Cat Williams.
Yep. But that's why I think like the most popular streamer like Kai, and he's always like preaching about God and stuff. And even when Aiden called him, he's like, "Yo, do you want to go to the Michael Rubin party?" And Kai said no. Aiden always like, "Come on, just like let's go." Like he always pushing, right? But Kai still is one of the biggest. But like, do you think that you can still have your morals and still be at that level?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so, but we're talking different levels. You get what I'm saying?
But
Like,
Kai is, I swear, he is at that different level though.
yeah, but compared to like some other people.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like Kai's not a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those people have money that's
for-
unfathomable.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like obviously that's a lot more money than the average person, guaranteed. And he's #1 Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that for a minute. And if you think about it, like that's a different level compared to a Hollywood director that's worth hundreds of millions, hundreds and thousands. Like
Yeah.
you know,
That's true.
because those people are the ones that are dangerous. Because you reach a certain level of money where like you can buy anything you want.
Yeah.
And when you're at that level of can't buy anything you want, nothing pleases you anymore. And when nothing pleases you anymore, then you have that urgency of like, okay, what will? Yeah. And then that's the rabbit hole of, okay, let me try different things that are weird, more unethical, more like not normal.
Yeah.
That's where we have the Diddy parties. And then all of those people, they're all together because they fried their dopamine to that level where they can't be happy anymore. They have to be happy doing these, I guess, extreme activities.
And and I stumbled across, oh my God. I remember you talking about like how they had like some girl at the table and they like eat sushi off her.
Yeah.
Bro, I stumbled across a video on TikTok. It had one of those don't watch ones. I said watch anyways.
It was P. Diddy, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
P. Diddy. Yo, I can't even describe it because it's probably it's bad, bro.
But pretty much what happens, it's that's a thing though.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
I didn't believe it, and I was picturing what you were saying, and it felt cartoonish to even think that they would do something like that. But this shit actually goes on.
So my theory with that, and this
Yeah.
is getting kind of like tinfoil hat type shit.
Yeah.
But the reason they do that, they can't eat human flesh in front of you. And especially at a party where there's lots of pictures being taken, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But they can still have the same ritualistic aspect to it. Where what? You put the food on the person, lay them on the table, and you pick it off the person as if you're eating their flesh, bro. As if you're eating their flesh. Now check this out.
Yeah.
there's an actor. You know Glenn Powell?
Yeah. Well,
Yo,
the guy
so-
from the Sydney Sweeney one?
Sydney Sweeney movie. So check us out.
Yo.
Glenn Powell, he was on a podcast and he had a crazy story.
What did
he
he
said
say?
this story how I think it was his stepsister or his sister. She had a friend or something, but what happened was she went on a date with a guy
Okay.
and she went over to his house and he seemed all right. He didn't seem too sus or whatever, but she had a weird feeling about him even just from the start when they first met up.
Okay.
So she goes to his house and they're just chilling. They're having whatever time. And he goes and tells her, hey, how about you want me to give you a massage? Like, you want a massage?
Glenn said this.
No. This is the girl.
Okay.
So it's like his sister's friend or something.
Okay.
Glenn just told the story.
Oh, okay.
Cool. All right. So the girl is being enticed by the guy, like, hey, can I just give you a massage? And he gives me a massage. He's like, she didn't feel good about it, whatever, right? Now, she eventually gave it up and was like, okay, yeah, go ahead. Give me a massage. So he takes some lotion and then starts rubbing it on her back, starts rubbing it on her arm. I think she starts like right on her arm right here.
Yeah.
And as soon as he started doing that,
Yeah.
she felt something was like terribly wrong. Terribly wrong.
Yeah, of course.
And she like pushed him off and said, hey, you know what, like I gotta go. But he was very persistent, like, nah, you gotta stay. Like, no, don't go, blah, blah. But she forced herself out of there.
Damn.
She went home and she felt really, really weird from it. So she went to the doctor. She went to the hospital right away. And the doctor, they checked out her arm.
Yeah.
They tested her arm and the substance that was in the lotion
No.
was a chemical that breaks down human flesh for consumption.
Oh my gosh.
So that guy was preparing to devour
eat.
and eat her. Check this
Yo.
out, right? The doctor told her, you have to tell the authorities right now and give them the address, get him out of there.
Yeah.
Yo, they went to the guy's house. They found 27 bodies
Oh my gosh.
of girls
Bro.
in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
27 bodies like
So
Jeffrey
he was-
Dahmer like
He was eating people, fam.
Oh my.
He was eating people straight up.
Yeah. This was recent?
I don't know. This is just like Glenn Powell's story he was
that
saying on a pod.
said.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Do you know the guy Mr. Prada?
Nah.
Oh my, you've probably seen him on TikTok. I'll show you a video because
He's like a TikToker?
yeah, like very popular.
Yeah.
And his thing was that he just got arrested for doing something so crazy. Have you seen this guy?
Yeah, I think I seen him, yeah.
In the OG like TikTok, he would always make these funny skits, right?
Yeah.
And then he would start making videos like this, right? So
Sometimes I just be talking to myself and then I zone out.
Like mukbangs?
yeah, but look what he's talking about.
My therapist said that's not healthy.
So he's in the video. He's talking about like he has a therapist,
Yeah.
and then like
So
he
he's
has-
not all right?
Yeah, he has voices in his head, and everybody while this is going on is just watching him like break down. So news came out on September 29th, like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Finally, he got caught for murder, fam, because
shit.
he killed the therapist.
Damn.
Yeah. So what happened? They saw him outside his apartment with a tarp, and he was bringing it out. And the police were like, "Okay, what is this?" They go into the tarp. It's the body of
the
his
therapist.
therapist.
Oh, shit.
And everybody obviously didn't report him like going crazy on TikTok.
yeah, because
But-
it's just for entertainment.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
they think.
The next day, look what happens. So everyone's trying to figure out now, like, what was going on in his apartment? What kind of tools did he have? Because his body was like, you know what I mean? Cut out, like, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
shit.
All that stuff. And so what happened? After he ditched the body, he stole his therapist's car.
Yeah.
Boom. He was driving around, trying to flee from the cops. He crashed the car and he started like running on foot to escape. And then they caught him some like on foot somewhere, and that's where like they caught him and stuff like that. But a lot of people are saying that he only got caught. This is not, I don't know if this is true, but he only got caught because while he was on the run, he reposted a TikTok.
Oh, they caught him because the evidence in TikTok? That sucks.
No, not at the evidence, but he just reposted something.
El criminal.
El criminal.
El criminal, fam.
But fam, it's like you see someone breaking down right in front of you and you don't say stuff. It's being led to.
Yeah, that's
You
literally
know
what
the
I was saying
result.
last episode too. Like, you never know what's going through someone's head. Fam.
Yeah.
You don't really know. And you could seem so good and could seem like from the outside, they're having a great time, they're a loving person.
Yeah.
But you have to open that door. You have to open that box and see like, yo, are you okay? How you doing? And especially your homies. Especially if you see something a little bit off, just talk, yo.
The most sus TikTok one was he just had a sound on and like the caption above it was, I think this year is the year that the police will finally get me because someone pisses me off.
Wow.
And
He predicted it.
Yeah, he predicted his own thing. That's why manifestation is super real, bro. Like you can't put bad stuff on yourself.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, P. Diddy, he predicted his own murder. Sorry, he didn't predict his own murder. He predicted his own arrest, and he predicted everything happening to him.
What'd he say?
He snitched on himself way back in the past, but it flew over everyone's head.
What? Show me
Check
the
this
video.
out.
Show me the video.
Look. I'm gonna play you the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro.
So there's this creator, and he was pretty much breaking down what they're calling a prophetic song. Because it pretty much predicts what happens to him, how he gets arrested, and everything like watch.
Nah.
It's been the prophetic.
And why? Because he's the one that paid off the costs, remember? And the guy, recently, this mayor, what happened? He had
like the kid
he got arrested.
Yeah.
He got arrested because he was getting paid by Diddy, and they found out.
Ironically, the number 24 on Diddy's jersey was the year he was arrested.
Oh, that's
Diddy continues
The
his verse,
jersey
but not so
had the
subtle
number 24. He was arrested on 2024.
warning to his peers.
Cats wanna leave me for dead, you coming with me. You coming
Oh, what's that predicting?
Whoa.
Not just him, but his peers
Are
and
coming
people
with
are
me,
coming
yeah.
with him because obviously they're gonna crack down on the whole case.
And he literally got
Coming to the end of his verse, Diddy suggests a possible hiding place.
hide out in Egypt?
That's good.
The craziest part of this story is, Diddy didn't even write his verse.
This is what's crazy. He didn't write the verse.
Who wrote it? Jay.
50 Cent did.
No. All right, 50 Cent wrote it, right? Who's doing the Diddy documentary?
50 Cent.
50 Cent. Yo. 50 Cent is smart as fuck. That's why 50 Cent's my GOAT, bro.
Yeah, no, because
That's why 50 Cent's my
Yeah.
GOAT. Like, he's so fucking smart. Who else has a book with the guy that wrote 48 Laws of Power? Just 50 Cent? Come on. Now check this out, look.
Money. Oh, the G-Dep joint. Yeah. You wrote that?
And to top things off, 50 also wrote Diddy's verse on the I Get Money remix.
This is what's crazy. In the remix, 50 Cent wrote another verse for him
bro.
on the song he already wrote, but he added verses, and listen to this.
Where he has him saying this.
Gold nose, but Diddy did it. Shootout. Coastal
Are you
beef,
serious?
Diddy did it.
No, this is
So 50 Cent was playing 3D fucking chess, and he knew that he's up to no good.
bro.
Because it's known that he was around that circle for a bit, right?
yeah.
I personally read like all of 50 Cent's books, and I know about his history. Yo, he's the type of guy that if there's something immoral going on,
Yeah.
he's not about it, right? So what he did, he's so smart. He was that snake in the grass per se, but a snake in the grass in the right way, because these weren't good people.
Yeah.
These were people that were taking advantage of others. So if he knows, that's where it goes with the power trip, right? Like you have to understand these power moves so that they can't do them to you.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that you will use these power moves. It's just so you understand the environment you're in. Now, he was seeing all this stuff happen.
Yeah.
So apparently he's been working on this Netflix documentary for over 10 years. Damn. 10 years ago, right?
Right, but even before the assumptions
Yeah.
came about.
So that's what, 2004, right?
That's insane.
Or sorry, 2014.
Yeah.
2014, what am I saying? Yeah, but he was working on it for a minute. Now, do you think
Diddy knew?
I think he
Diddy
had to.
knew.
No, I don't think Diddy knew.
Because why would he even agree to all those lyrics? Like he's
No. I think 50 Cent's just smart like that, right? It's like that Drake thing where he gave him the false information.
Yeah.
It's like that. He let him play himself. That's what it is.
That's so
He let him
crazy.
play himself because that's the best way to make someone lose.
Yeah.
You're not on the chopping block at all because you didn't make no moves.
Yeah.
They did it to themselves. Diddy did it. You know?
50 Cent, bro. 50 Cent is so smart in the way, just like even his he's so witty in the comebacks with the Mayweather thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's just like so in tune with reality. Apart from these celebrities, you can tell that he's just good.
Cause 50 Cent, like I was saying, I read his I think it's called Hustle Harder, but it pretty much talks about how a lot of his hustle that he learned in business came from him at first being a dealer. And he learned so much from that, but he didn't want to stay in that. It's just his reality. So he learned the lessons, he learned the hustle mentality, he took that mindset and put it to every single thing in the future, which ended up becoming music for him.
True.
But smarter than just an artist because he has a lot more potential in that. He took himself to be a great businessman. What happened with Vitamin Water being very successful? And then
W, bro.
and pretty much his TV shows like Power and all those other shows he has produced.
I know,
and movies like
he's a goat still.
So that's what it takes. It literally takes being in your environment, not just for the quick success. Like a lot of people think, oh, I can just do this, boom, let me get my bag, blah, blah, done. Like, yeah, you get your bag and you get success, but what's so valuable that no one can ever take from you? Because success you can take away, right? But what's something nobody can fucking take away?
Family or your soul?
People can take away your family, fam.
Oh, okay, true, yeah. Then your soul then?
You can sell your soul, right? Like
true. What? Happiness?
Nah, it's the mindset. It's your wisdom.
Oh, okay.
It's your wisdom. Because once you learn, it's like that fool me one time, shame on you, fool me against, put the blame on you. Like you can't fool him again. So the wisdom from doing these things, that putting yourself in terrible positions, learning from the hardest, I guess, depths of labor, and bringing that hustle over, you learn things that transcend every single career path you want to go on. Transcends literally every single obstacle, even if you want to make it that way. It's all the mindset. So
Crazy.
I was thinking about it, like, what makes Batman Batman? What makes Captain America Captain America?
His mindset.
It's literally just their mindset. Batman doesn't fucking have powers. Captain America, he has super strength, but the reason they gave him those was first, he was the only soldier that seemed worthy.
Yeah.
Because he was an actual hero without the powers, right?
Yeah. Like Kobe, like without Kobe's mentality, what do you have? A regular basketball player.
Regular basketball player.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Did you see what happened with the Dress to Impress girl too?
What?
That she has allegations on
Who's
her
the
too?
Dress to Impress girl?
Gigi.
Who's
Like
that?
I think it's like 14 or 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And it was like that's why the internet and TikTok is booming right now, because there's so much big people that are getting allegations.
Who's this?
The creator of Dress to Impress.
Oh, she's a creator that made the game?
Yeah, that made the game.
Oh, shit.
So recently, I don't know why, but everyone's been on her because she supposedly has allegations that she was calling out to people. So she went on Twitter, did a whole statement saying, "Oh, I apologize. I was so young at the time," and stuff like that. So basically, in a nutshell, she said some RAPE comments to a girl early on in her life, and she made some like fat phobic jokes. And I'm like, yo, why? Okay, first of all, she's very young.
Was this on Twitter? Like,
yes, on Twitter.
That's where they got.
So
I'm telling you, Twitter's not good, man.
Twitter is gonna expose like anyone, because obviously Dress to Impress biggest game right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing it. So why not? Twitter said, why not go for the creator? Let's search up this, dig up this shit that she did.
And they found all of those things.
Yeah. Like that's why it's good I'm off Twitter, because I've never said like anything crazy on Twitter like back
Because people
then.
get too comfortable. That's what it is. People just get so comfortable and they think they're safe and they can just say anything they want, which is fair. Like you can say anything you want, but it comes with consequences if you're a waste man. Like you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like if you're actually a terrible person, well, I'm glad we know now. So if you've been following us from the start of Jumpers Jump, you know that me and Gavin actually started with our own clothing brands as our first business venture. And to find success in the best way possible, we used Shopify to help us with anything we needed with e-commerce. Honestly, I've been through so many other platforms, but Shopify is I swear is the best and very best that you could use to start your own business. It makes it super simple, super easy, and there's so many people that can teach you other things about Shopify that have been doing it for years. You're able to customize your own website. You're able to look at all of the analytics down to shipping, the marketing, and even seeing your margins and where you can improve on your business. Me and Gavin both been with Shopify for over 4 years, and it's always been an easy process to get a business going. Even our new ones, we're always gonna use Shopify. So if you guys wanna upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we use with Shopify, sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/jumpers. All lowercase JUMPERS. Go to shopify.com/jumpers to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/jumpers. JUMPERS. Do you make your coffee at home? Well, it only takes 1 minute to transform your experience forever. Thanks to our friends at Trade. With Trade, you'll discover that the secret to making amazing coffee is to start with amazing coffee. Perfectly matched to your taste, roasted to order, and delivered directly from America's top independent roasters. No matter how you brew or what equipment you prefer, getting coffee from Trade is one of the easiest ways to instantly improve your at-home coffee experience. Personally, my favorite coffee that I tried from Trade so far is the Space Cadet from Atomic Coffee Roasters. Has a slight sweet and smooth taste. It's definitely my favorite, and I'm glad I got a subscription with them so I don't have to think any further. Trust me, guys, don't settle for just okay coffee. Head to drinktrade.com/jumpers and receive your first bag free. That's drinktrade.com/jumpers and get your first bag free with any new subscription. Trust me, this is where you guys are gonna find the best subscription to the best coffee roasters.
And
Right?
and everybody's getting exposed. So there's also a YouTuber that was doing an Omegle prank, and he opened up a whole case just because he caught this guy, right? So you know those pranks where you're on Omegle and you put a girl in front of the camera?
Yeah.
And Omegle is known for like weirdos, right? So obviously once like older guys see like a girl, they'll like be intrigued.
Yeah.
So this YouTuber, Nico is Cold, put a girl on Omegle and it was just going on Omegle, right? Wasn't in the camera. So one girl, he meets a guy, an older, you can tell he's very old. And the guy says, oh, how old are you? Stuff like that. And she's like, oh, no, I don't want to answer those questions. And he's like, okay, do you want to play Truth or Dare? Right?
Oh, yeah.
And the girl's like, how old are you? The guy says, oh, I'm 28. Bro is not 28, right? So he insists, yo, let's just play Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, okay, fine. But you do know I'm 15, right? And the guy
Guys
goes,
are EDP fan.
yeah. The guy goes, yeah, I know. That's fine. Truth or dare? So the girl says dare. The guy says, okay, I dare you to show off your legs. And right when he says that, the YouTuber goes into the camera and he has like the flash. He's like, what'd you say to her, bro? and skips, right? Everyone thought the prank was done there. One kid in a school shared the around around, and apparently he was the band director in a school, right? So once that video got a hold of everybody, they're like, that's my teacher, right? It was crazy because that guy is like hella old and the wife works as a biology teacher in that same school.
Oh, shit.
They both suddenly leave.
Yeah, because they're gonna get let go or whatever.
Bro, they found out he has 3 kids.
Damn.
And he got exposed from that prank.
Oh, life ruined like that, bro.
The guy the YouTuber didn't blur out his face or anything. That's why it caught on so quick, right?
So there was a girl on camera, though,
There was a
right?
girl on camera. Yeah, that was 15. Yeah, so he got caught literally red-handed. Yeah, bro got put on YouTube, shit like that.
Why do you think? Don't you find it really, really interesting?
Yeah.
Like on some spiritual theory type shit.
It's always bad teachers?
No.
Oh.
On some spiritual shit. Look, why is it 2024? Why is it this year everybody's getting exposed for the same thing?
I don't know. 20. What does that add up to? 4, 6, 8?
I don't know. No, but you get me. Like,
Yeah.
first off, the Drake stuff, Kendrick Lamar, blah blah. Jeffrey Epstein stuff, boom, that was done, right? Diddy, okay, boom. Vitaly's doing all of these, you know,
yeah.
EDP catches.
True.
Gideon's doing all the same thing. why is it so prominent right now? Everybody's getting exposed for stuff like this.
I think it's just because media is at its all-time high.
Do you think it's a distraction, or do you think that's just how life is moving right now? Like this is what's trending, or do you think this is what's meant to happen right now? What do you think?
Oh, I think low-key, once you think about it more, I think it should be a distraction. Because if you look around in the world, what's going on, we don't have to say it, you know what I mean? Look what's going on in the world.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
But
everybody's focused on what? Diddy.
Yeah, that's such a great point.
on, bro.
There's a lot of stuff. Like terrible stuff happening in the world.
And also like the elections. The elections are coming up.
Oh, yo.
What do they want?
Theory?
Usually,
Yo.
they don't want thing to win. They don't want Trump to win.
Yeah, yo.
So they're gonna push everything aside from all the Trump rallies. Trump has the best rallies. Trump has and people tune into those Trump rallies.
Yo, theory. What if they're really pushing this like, yo, let's expose the EDPs.
Yeah.
Let's expose all of them because they're trying to plant it on who next?
Who?
The guy you just said, fam.
Oh, thing, yeah. Could be, bro.
Because that's like a rollout. That's W rollout. That's rank say type. That's W rollout.
Yeah,
though.
that is.
No, you bag it like you're setting up
Pieces.
Yeah,
pieces of the
in
puzzle.
advance.
Oh, that's so
like,
crazy.
all right, let's get this guy caught for that. Let's get this guy caught for that. Let's get this guy caught for that. All right,
Yeah.
we're waiting for the big one. Let's drop it on this guy now.
Yeah.
But if he is, but I don't know. Who knows?
But if you see, it makes sense because if you see all the good guys and stuff like that winning, you're gonna pull out all the stops. So it's like they have to take out all their ammunition right now. Boom, let's flood it. You know what I mean?
Damn. Do you think they have more ammo?
There's probably so much stuff that we don't know that's going on in the world that's happening right now. Like,
oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
You know
fam.
what I mean?
What if there's even crazier shit? What if we're literally on the brink of
Low-key-
destruction?
And Loki, we're playing a part in their plan, in their agenda because we're pushing Diddy.
Yo, I'm not gonna count. Like the views are going crazy.
Fam, we mentioned Diddy, millions of views, but they want that, low key.
Yeah, but it is interesting. I will say it is something to look into.
Yeah, but it's still something you can't ignore.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
yeah. It's something to look into because
Yeah.
if there's a huge celebrity that's been prevalent in a long ass time that's
Yeah.
very very successful and very very powerful, damn, I want to know more. I want to know everything about it.
Exactly.
Especially if it's connected to pretty much like all of Hollywood, right?
Yeah. But like what Jet said, like give Kanye like 10 years and whatever he says, you have to wait 10 years for him to be right. Like
Oh.
that's Jet is so smart for saying that, bro. Because
Yeah.
he's actually
usually-
true. Because when I dead ass heard, because that changed my perspective of everything, bro.
Yeah.
Him saying, yo, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce, I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's so crazy.
crazy, fam.
But who knows? Do you think he just did that? Who knows?
I
how he
don't
did
think
that
so,
or not?
fam. I don't think so.
I don't. He might have really thought of
So,
it. Like,
yeah,
because you have like some of these people, they don't seem smart, man. Because a lot of people want to discredit someone when they're an artist or a rapper or whatever, and they make a certain tone.
Yeah.
And because you're into those certain things, you shouldn't be that intellectual. But realistically, some of these people, they don't show their true colors on the outside. And as much as you love people, how you see them in the media and everything you consume by them,
Yeah.
they might be different people in person. They might be different people off cam.
Yeah. There's one person I would probably never meet because I feel like his vibe is already weird. Like any of those late night hosts, like Jimmy Kimmel especially. Because after I seen that thing where who's that guy that did the pose?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and they had to delete all the audience reactions, and Jimmy Kimmel was kind of laughing. Even there was more with the other guy, the British guy, James Corden.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
happened with him?
so you know how I was talking the whole yummy thing. Always, Justin Bieber, whenever he hears that song, he gets uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So James Corden, when they were doing their like truth or dare, like you have to eat some, like he started singing it and he kept singing it, and you can just see Justin like.
He's cringing.
Like stop singing it, bro.
Yeah.
But he was like, yummy, making fun of him, you know?
Nah, but do you think they're in it too? Because what it could be is some people might be in the dark as well.
Yeah,
Some people might just be in the dark as well.
true.
And we'll never know for sure. That's
yeah.
my thing. Like as much as we do these conspiracies, unless we see all of the information and 100%, even if a lot of the information is out,
Yeah.
there's some missing.
True.
And you can persuade a story if you just leave out one detail. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
know. That's facts.
Like you can make a story seem completely different if you just leave out one detail.
yeah. It's so important to get it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll never know for sure, bro.
Crazy, bro.
What you can trust though, what I think you can really trust is you can trust how people react to it. You know what I'm
Can
saying?
you though?
Yeah.
Like how?
But you can't trust it whether it's the truth or not, but you can trust a reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reason I say that is because you understand the climate of the world. And you understand the majority of their understanding of the topic, right?
Yeah.
Now, if something seems so damn, this is getting super conspiracy.
Yeah, I know.
But if something seems so leaned in one way and everybody's their thinking is pushed in that sense, it's really hard to change someone's perspective. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to talk to you guys because this is really important. It's really, really hard to change someone's perception when everybody's like they're held in one thing like this. Like
Yeah.
nah, because all this information, blah 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 blah.
Chokehold stuff.
So try to stay open-minded. Just stay open-minded. Even when you hear something that's completely opposite, just be willing to, okay, why are they saying this? Don't just like disregard like, oh, you're wrong. That's the type of thinking that's not growthful. That's the type of thinking
that divides people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just try to hear them out. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to. But just try to understand.
Yeah.
Because maybe a person's leaning toward this way because their lifestyle's like this, because who knows, you know? But try to understand. Yeah, that's all I can leave with you. Like,
It's true, man. Sometimes I see stuff and like people talking, and then before I used to just spit out my raw emotion, like I was being so dead ass. But you know, it's not worth the arguments and stuff like that. Yeah, the energy, and like when you start like making decisions like that, your whole life becomes peaceful. Because there's a bunch of things that I could have aired people out for, but like I'm not gonna do it because it's not my business. You know what I mean?
But sometimes I will say, Gavin, it's worth doing even when it's hard. Sometimes I will say it's worth doing even when it's hard, but you have to be smart with it. You have to understand further.
Well, yeah, because then I bring myself in it. But I'm talking like just straight like that. These things I don't say because it'll lead me into beefs and arguments. You know what I mean? That's why I don't say nothing.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be smart with it though.
Exactly.
But some beefs and some arguments need to be stated.
Yeah, I know.
In my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like somebody and they're in your picture, I'd rather them be real.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather them be real. Because that's just deception. I feel like all deception is just bad, fam.
Yeah.
Is there good deception? Do you think there's such thing?
Deception. I used to be like lying and stuff like that.
Lying is deception, but
Yeah,
deception's a whole thing of like, oh, it could be.
Deception is just straight evil, fam.
I think it's just evil.
Just stab mans in the back.
Because it's playing the reality. Oh, remember I told you that? So going back to 50 Cent, but he said he'd rather have someone rob him than lie to him because you're not stealing money I can always make back. But when you deceive me, you're stealing my reality.
Yeah.
That's what you're stealing. You're stealing someone's reality when you deceive.
You know that what's that thing where you jump universes that you used to tell me that
That's I know what it is.
Fuck, it's like jumping is like para jumping or something like that.
It's like jumping realities, shifting.
Yeah,
shifting,
shift jumping or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I heard a story about how a person could go into their sleep and then they would shift and jump realities and they would think that, oh, I know I'm gonna jump realities, so I'm gonna have a mole on my thumb. And somebody actually did it, right?
Yeah.
So I recently grew, you see this mole?
Yeah, on your thumb?
Yeah, on my thumb. And it's never been there, so I'm like, yo, did I jump?
I had one here too.
Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, it's right here, but I never had this before. And I was like, yo, did I just jump a reality? You know what I mean? Like it's one of those hints.
Side note, don't hate me.
Yeah.
Side note.
What?
I swear, like, I know I got it wrong. I know I got the Menendez story wrong.
Yeah.
But I watched the video and I swear I thought that was the right information. I wouldn't give you guys like bad information.
Yeah.
So I'm looking back like, fuck, it's a Mandela effect.
No, because I'm like, if you watched the whole show, what was the argument that they had?
Well, I didn't watch the show. I watched like videos on it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I was wrong. I was pretty much wrong about the mother. It wasn't the caretaker. It was the mother dying.
Okay.
But it was so like in my head, I swear I saw more because I looked at other footage too.
Yeah.
I swear I saw footage of the mother in court. I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I shifted realities.
That's
Fuck.
true. Did you see that there was some guy that got arrested and this whole case got turned into a Rick and Morty episode?
No, what?
You didn't? So there was this guy named, I think it was named Denver, and when he went into court, he had this like funny dialect with the court judge.
Yeah.
So he was like saying, "Oh, fuck you," and the court guy was like, "If you talk again, I'm adding 5 years." And he's like, "Fuck you, 10 years." Fuck you, 3 years. And then when the creators of Rick and Morty saw this, they took the whole dialect and turned it when they premiered it at like Comic-Con or something, right?
Yeah.
And the whole when Morty, who's the guy, the guy with the blue hair? Fuck, I
That's
forgot.
Rick. That's Rick.
Rick, yeah. Rick was getting the testimony.
Yeah.
And he was the guy in that position. The fuck you, give me more things. And I was like, yo, that's kind of like crazy.
So they inspired by real.
No, but it was like exact same dialect, but they had to change it up because it was too real. Like they can't clown the guy for his court trial.
But
case.
it's inspired by.
It's inspired. Now they try, but they premiered when they premiered it. It was the exact dialect. When they actually released the episode, it was different. But the actual release one was way crazy. It's like, yeah, I play with little boys or something.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yo, I'm pretty sure there's hella movies that they're just inside jokes for the homies.
Yeah, facts.
You know that? Like, you never know, even a song. Damn, bag it. Like, the J. Cole song,
Yeah,
she knows. That's an inside joke for him or whoever else knows.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that Sia metaphor, they were in the studio like, yo, they're never going to get this.
All right, check this out.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi.
What'd he do? I mean, Playboy Cardi's already, like, we know.
But what does he say?
Oh!
Because he's calling out to her. Where is she?
Yo, nah, you're crazy for that. But that's,
And what was her aesthetic?
stop.
That was opium before opium, bro.
That's worse than the baby oil. But nah, his like whole rollout and stuff like that, like the upside down cross, tie to my neck, shut him up. You know what I mean? That's upside down cross, bro. Like, come on, bro.
But you're still a fan.
No. Nah, I play it still.
That's fucked.
But I just don't sing it. It's like that the Drake. Oh, you have to talk about the Drake
Drake
one.
one?
The one where you said more money, more the one that we
I think I talked about that, no?
No, you didn't. I don't
I
think
didn't
you
mention
ever.
it?
Nah, because you recently you're like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it on the
yeah.
podcast. So I'm gonna intro you. There's a Drake song that there's a chorus where it says something about more money, more problems. And
Yeah.
when we were listening to it, Carlos always like put it down because he's like, no,
On one part.
yeah, on one
'Cause
part.
it's manifesting shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's fucking manifesting shit. So check this out, right?
Yeah.
I always skip that song and I always didn't like that song. But recently, like I want to say 4 something months ago,
Play it again.
my homie played it on a story. I'm like, damn, that's a banger. I remember that song. But I always avoid it, right? I never really got to enjoy the song. I'm not trying to say those words because when you say those words, it manifests and it becomes reality, right? Part of the lyrics is more money, more problem, more money, more problems.
Yeah,
So
he
bring on the
repeats it.
problems. So bring
Yeah.
on, right? Fam, I was listening to that song, right? Tell me why. The month that I decided to listen to that song,
What
the
happened?
week I decided to listen to that song, actually, the week, that's the day I got audited.
No. That's crazy.
And it's not like I'm not in trouble or anything. But,
Yeah,
like
but-
I'm fine, but if that's
It's just a problem.
that's the type of problems I was trying
People
to avoid.
have, yeah, and
like I'm trying to avoid the problems that just make money an issue.
yeah, I'm telling you,
Real life,
Yeah,
spill,
yeah.
fam. Like
Real spill, bro.
Holy shit! I was avoiding that for a reason, and it happened. That reason happened.
And what that like getting audited obviously isn't common. Like
Yeah,
you have,
yeah.
it's like a lottery pick. It's like like the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
you
it's
get
exactly
picked.
that.
Yeah,
it's exactly that. It's like, yo, show your work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It's literally show your work.
Side you. No, dead ass, bro.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, but that's
It's just annoying. That's what it is. But those are the type of problems I was trying to avoid.
True.
Because obviously, as a young business owner, I'm still new to this shit too, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm not. Now I'm educated. Now I'm experienced.
That's a perfect segue because we are dropping merch.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
Yeah, and our first merch idea I had was something that could manifest bad things. And I had to, I don't know why, but as soon as I was looking at the pictures that we took, I was like, there's like something told me, like, I can't do this. There was like a gut
Trust
feeling.
your gut, because you're probably right.
Yeah. But usually, you know what's funny? My gut is usually wrong. And whenever
Really?
I do the opposite of my gut, that's the right thing. So imagine I say,
Oh, it would've been
let's not drop this merch, and we just missed out on $1 million.
It would have been a banger. Okay, just
But-
explain the idea. Leave it in the comments if you still want this.
Okay, yeah. But like, so how we're obviously known for theories, and Carlos's profile picture once was him with black thing around his eyes. Like
It was
kind
kind of like it was kind of like a conspiracy mugshot.
mugshot. Yeah. So I decided we're gonna have like mugshots of both of us, but on the mugshot it says arrested for conspiracy
Conspiracy.
theories. Yeah. But obviously God works in mysterious ways. If I put a mugshot out of us out, maybe it might not be. It might
That's bad
manifest
energy.
into us actually doing something else. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And
So
are you gonna talk about the?
Chantal Jeffries?
No.
Who?
Not touch. What just happened? You want to
Oh
talk about?
my God. Okay,
So,
yeah.
so the day we shot for this idea, because we took pictures with
Yeah.
the clapper stick thing. You know what I mean?
We had the whole like
Yeah.
jail thing ready, but on the day I was gonna get a haircut for the photo shoot, right? The GPS leads me onto another road. I usually say I already know the road, but I use the GPS just in case. But I'm like suspicious. Wait, why didn't I exit off the highway? And the GPS is leading me to a road, right? I stop in the middle of a red light, and obviously I go on my phone real quick because I have to search up the GPS. On the side of the window, I hear a knock. I look, it's a police. It's the police. The police say, "Oh, you're getting pulled over. You can't be on your phone."
The timing is impeccable.
But I was on my phone. Obviously, I took it to court and stuff like that. So I still haven't gone to it's still an allegation, right? So I don't have any points.
Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah. But at the same time, why on the day we're gonna shoot that, a police stops me over? You know what I mean?
It's just the timing.
It's bad. It's bad timing. Yeah.
Bad timing. My bad. I pressed the wrong one.
Yeah. But that
No,
that,
wait.
that
That one.
but that it's so crazy because obviously I have time, right?
Yeah.
And now if I have time and I have a bit of money on me, back then Gavin would have just paid the ticket. I would have got points, right?
Oh, so
this
you're
time
bringing this to court.
I called my lawyer. Bop, let's take this shit to court. But lawyer said, "Nah, don't worry, you got it handled. You have a good statement. We gonna get this solved, bro." Boom.
But it's weird how it manifests
all
like that.
works out, yeah.
You have to, the energy you want in your life is very important that you live into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have faith that you're doing the right things because that's the faith that's going to drive your life.
Yeah.
And I said this in a video I'm dropping on my channel, but what happens is what you dream, what you manifest, and what you do, it literally mirrors in your reality. So you being a good person at this moment, it's gonna mirror for someone to be a good person in a moment that you need.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
You doing a good deed for somebody else, you never know when you're gonna need a good deed that someone will help you out.
Yeah.
Right? And just having that energy around you, if you're always, I guess, cutting corners here and there, one day the corner that you cut will be a corner well missed. You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Like it's obvious, but you
Yeah.
still don't do it.
That you don't do it, and then it's gonna become a problem later because it adds up.
Yeah.
All right, we have time for one more.
Yeah,
But
do
I
it.
really want to talk about this.
Yeah.
So I just watched a movie.
Okay.
This movie's out in theaters right now. It's dead ass the most disturbing movie of 2024.
Really? What is it?
It's called The Substance. Check this out.
Substance. Okay.
Check this shit out. I think it's an A24 film. I could be wrong.
It's going. It's still.
It's messed up.
I don't even have to.
So pretty much the premise of the whole movie is there's a girl, right? And she used to be a huge actress, starred in so many movies. She has a Hollywood star sign, and she's just older now, and she's not getting gigs anymore. But she's on a show that pretty much it's like her retirement thing. It's her last show, and yeah, she's not doing well. Her manager comes up to her and says, "Hey, you know what? We gotta let you go because we need new talent. We're gonna get a younger person in. It feels like it's your time."
Yeah.
Fam, she was only like 50 years old.
Really?
Yeah, but check this out. Now, one time, right after she got fired, she got in a car accident because she was like, you know, she wasn't paying attention. She got in a car accident, and she got sent to a hospital. In the hospital, they were checking her body out, everything like that, and there was a guy there, and he seemed really sus because he had a mark on his hand, and he went up to her and said, hey, after the doctor leaves, let me talk to you. And he's checking her back out like this. He goes, you know what? You'll be a good candidate.
For
And
what?
that's all he says. That's all he says.
God.
The girl leaves, blah, 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 done.
Yeah.
She's on her way home. She feels something in her jacket pocket. Inside her jacket pocket,
Yeah.
there's a paper. It's like rolled up, right? She opens it, and there's a USB stick. And on the paper it says, this changed my life. So she plugs in the USB to the TV and watches it. And it pretty much talks about this thing called the substance. And what the substance is, it gives you another chance at life. Now, it gives you another you, but younger you. So keep in mind, she's old now and she's in Hollywood and she can't get gigs anymore.
Yeah.
And she's contemplating it so much, like, damn, like I could live a better life, like as a younger version of me. So it would still be her, but another her.
So she
a
could
younger version.
Wait, but is she in the mind of her younger self, or no?
That's never explained fully.
Okay.
But I think so. That's never explained fully. But they are, one of the things that's stressed in the movie is that they are one. That's like the thing.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
So check this out. So she contemplates it. She decides to throw in the garbage. And she's like, fuck, you know what? Let me just do it.
Yeah.
So she goes and she gets sent to this like room. It's like a mailbox. It's very sketch because it takes her to a weird part of town. She opens the mailbox and she gets her package, right? In her package, it's the whole kit. How to start the procedure and pretty much get it going. She puts the substance in the syringe, injects it to her, and she passes out. She gets knocked out.
Okay.
And her body starts convulsing like this. And what happens is, inside of her, another body comes out.
Ew.
A younger version of her comes out of her back.
What the heck?
And it's actually played by Margaret Qualley.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you.
I don't know who that is.
So it's this girl, but pretty much it becomes a younger, prettier version of her.
Yeah.
It's played by this girl.
I see.
And then what happens is she pretty much becomes her now, right? But the problem is you have to switch every 7 days. That's part of the rules.
Okay.
So you can't stay in that other body for longer than 7 days. And you have to switch. And what happens to her?
What?
She actually ends up getting the role for the new show that she was fired for. So you know how they wanted to replace her?
Okay.
Her younger self got the role.
Okay.
So she pretty much replaced herself, right?
Yeah.
And what happens is she ended up becoming this huge star, great star, and she didn't want to leave. She doesn't want to, because she has to switch every 7 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to leave the body.
True.
So she switches the first couple times, but it comes to a point where she gets so busy because she's in Hollywood, she's doing all these bookings, she's traveling everywhere.
She forgets about
this
the
and
body.
that, this and that. And what happens is, if she wants to stay past that, she has to stabilize herself and take like juice from the body, the older self.
Word.
And she's doing that and keeps doing it, but she goes against the rules of 7 days. Yo, the body starts getting like shriveled up and different and like it starts getting weird, right? And it comes to a point where she can't even take any more juice from her, and she has to switch.
Completely.
She has to switch back at least because of the 7 day rest. She switches back into the older woman. Fam, she turns literally into like an abomination. Like she looks like deformed. And what happened is every single time she was taking a little bit from her older self to make herself, I guess, have fun at the young person, the older person gets messed up. I don't want to spoil what happens next because the plot twist is crazy and like it gets really, really interesting. I'm gonna leave it at that so you guys can enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to me because that's what we're doing right now, fam. Check this out.
Yeah.
If you think about it, literally as we get older, we're kind of taking time from our younger selves. So when you go drinking all the time and you go just party, you don't take care of your body, fam. You're taking time off your older version of yourself. And that's what that movie's kind of like.
Yeah, I know. And
Remember
I was talking about the metabolism thing.
Yeah.
But you can't rely on that because if I used to not eat a lot, but now I am.
Yeah.
And then once like I noticed myself overeating, I was like, yo, why isn't the metabolism working? Like as a kid, I was always skinny, bro. And I'm like,
just take care of
yeah,
yourself.
take
man.
care of yourself.
From now on, just take care of yourself. Realize like your time right now is very valuable, even to yourself when you're older.
Yeah.
And we just don't think about it.
No, but time in general is just the most important thing. I seen some also some millionaire talking about how people like that work a 9-to-5 like corporate job.
Yeah.
Their sense of money is in their case, it's their time that they're putting. That's why they feel bad whenever they spend money, because it's like they're spending their time.
Oh,
right?
that makes sense.
So as a creative, like you put your price in your like you
put your time into your art. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you can price your own things. So it's like, oh, if I want to sell this for $200, that's my
That's
time.
your time
Yeah.
put into it,
Exactly.
right?
So you don't feel as bad. You know what I mean? So
One of the craziest things I heard, this was from like a billionaire. He said,
Yeah.
what's one thing nobody bought in their life?
what, time?
Time.
Yeah.
That's it. Straight up.
You can't.
Straight up.
But you told me you could kind of buy it by like, like instead of me cleaning up, I'll buy maids. That saves time.
Yeah.
Every time I order Uber Eats, I have
You're
to do
saving
something,
time
it
from
saves
cooking.
time from
but
cooking.
you have to use the time the right way.
The time,
Because
yeah.
if we're always just like doom scrolling
Yeah.
and we're always just like doing shit that we don't realize is a waste of our time, then that's the problem.
Yeah. There's consequences for like all your actions though. So
Yeah. Just be aware of what you're doing
Yeah.
and make sure you get something out of it that you'll be happy you got out of it.
yeah.
I'm going to go watch this movie. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to get good experience from it. I'm going to get happiness from it. Boom. I'm going to go doom scroll. Fuck, what did I really get? Shit. It's already late. It's already too late. Fuck.
I've seen some shit where it's like all you gooners out there, there's literally no positive benefits in gooning, bro. like you gotta stop beating me, bro. Because like if you get like addicted, and for a young age, like especially in Euphoria, like when Nate was exposed to porn at a young age, like he grew up to be like mentally.
Yeah.
He saw girls without like already, like even before meeting them, with their clothes off and stuff like that. So it just messes with the brain. So all you top gooners out there, there's no benefits.
Know
in
what's
doing
good
that.
for you and
know
know
what's not,
what. Yeah. Because you don't want to end up like Diddy, yo.
Yeah, I know. Can't wait for that doc,
Damn,
man.
bro.
Can't wait for.
Did
Yo,
he-
imagine we're in the doc. Like, there's like.
I hope so.
Like there's like
Yo,
a little
that'd be so
section.
fucking sick.
Like you know how Groovy Gavin at the intro, like he uses our clips.
Yeah. Yo,
50
All right,
Cent.
Everyone, hit that like button. Hopefully, you get on the 50 Cent doc with Diddy, and go show the TikTok some love too.
Alive.
Like, trust me, guys, we're gonna get to that level. But we need your help. Why the fuck do we have 100,000 views, but what, like 4K likes? Nah, I'm crashing out, fam. I'm crashing out. Hit the like button.
Facts, bro.
Hit the like button.
And also, while you hit that like button, go to Spotify, Apple, rate us a 5 stars, bro. Right now we have a 4.9 rating, which is blessed. But let's get it to 5. Man.
Let's get it up. Let's get it up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and jumpers jump out.
Deuces.